What's going on, everybody? This is Chris Crypto Six Secret X Place. We talk about crypto, and today, we're starting to get an opportunity to see what it looks like doing a real dip. And I know a lot of people, if you haven't been in this situation before, may panic a little bit, may get a little worried. But we're gonna look at Bitcoin. We're gonna look at XRP. I'm gonna give you my thoughts on what's going on with the market, and talk about the bull run, and also look at some memes because I know what happens with this when we see this cycle starts coming, where people start going, and where they start actually looking at. So before we get started, you know what we gotta do. Cue the intro. Okay, so you're looking at the market now, and you probably look at your portfolio, and you saw where, of course, we have had um, a little pullback. And a lot of times when you have this pullback, if you haven't been in it or if you have bought at the top, you're starting to feel that little itch, that little nerve to want to take your money out. You feel like, oh God, I'm about to lose everything. I've been listening to people, and I can tell when you see that because you'll start hearing some YouTubers and you'll start looking at comments where people start saying it's your fault that we, I was looking at some other YouTubers this morning, and they were kind of talking about it. I know Stock Up with Larry, he did a special video talking about it, but this is a part of it, man. Like, you got the dips. Uh, and I told you earlier that I felt like you was going to see a pullback. All you got to do is go to some of my old videos. You're going to see a pullback right before we get to the inauguration. And why is that? Well, um, as you can see, when you start having newbies come in, what happens is they only came into cryptocurrency because they saw everybody on the news talking about Bitcoin is now $100,000, and they have heard us that have been in crypto talk about, man, you ought to invest in Bitcoin. And how many times have you heard, if you've been in cryptocurrency for a while, that I'm not gonna mess with that. Crypto is probably a scam. And then when you start hearing the news media saying that um, Elon Musk is naming Doge, and everybody's talking about Dogecoin, and then you start hearing Bitcoin, then they start saying, oh, it might be something real about this. And what do? They panic. Then they start calling you saying, how do I get Bitcoin? How do I get Ethereum? How do I get Solana? Um, how do I get this coin they're talking about? So how do I do this? Because why? They have a fear of missing out. Even though they don't want to invest a lot, some of them may invest like $25, $30 and say, hey, I'm probably gonna be a millionaire off this because I put in $35. And then they put in the $35, and the minute they put it in, they see it go down. They say, oh, I done lost some money. I did have 100, and now it says 88. And then you got to go through the explanation of it. It goes up, it goes down. Don't worry about it. Don't panic. It's a part of it. Then they get the big pullbacks, and you can see it as I go to the market. And when they get the big pullbacks, now it's all of a sudden they're in panic mode. And then they feel like I need to just take my money out because I said it before, crypto was a scam. Even though we see all signs, we keep telling them there are some new grounds you're getting ready to come into. We're not through the full bull run, but I do think this may be the last bull run of this magnitude that we'll see, because now industry is coming in, regulations is coming in, big banks are coming in, and it is designed that those who got it in the beginning will benefit, but those who come after it, once institutions come in, it's just not going to be like that. It's going to, anytime big institution comes in, it's going to be different. It is going to be different, whether you like it or not. It's going to be different. And so we notice, and we have been buying for so long, a lot of us, and during this part, because I'm not panicked because I bought it even lower than what you see it now. To me, this is not even a dip, because when I was buying it, Bitcoin's 15,000. So my tolerance range is a lot higher than some people, because you bought it at 98,000. You bought it at 101. I bought it at $15,000. So, my tolerance range for that's why we keep telling you buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high. If you got a dip, buy low. So when it runs up and it drops, your tolerance level is a lot higher because you have bought it at a lower rate. And then the second part of that is the ability to take profit and not get on the dopamine of just watching it go up. These are significant core principles of investing. Second part of that, you're not going to get rich off putting $35 in on Bitcoin. You're just not, people. I mean, if you get a 3x, it's 3 times $35. You're not going to make $1 million investing $35 in the Bitcoin. And I can't tell you how many newbies, when they first come in, they put $100 in and they think they're going to be a millionaire. Anything that's given to you easy, trust me, it's gonna leave your hand easy. When I talk to you about having wallets, with 6 figures, things like that, this is accumulation of 4 years, almost 5, of small investments, of letting it sit, of going through a bear market, of watching it go down, watching it go up, and continuously keep doing the process, staying persistent with it. And some of you just don't get the concept when it comes to investing. And so if you're a vet, you know the core principles, you know this, we weather the storm. If you're a newbie, man, you got to put your big boy panties and drawers on and start understanding this is not a game for the faint of heart. All right. And if you panic over Bitcoin, you definitely don't want to get in the DGen play, because you talking about it, man. You better put your big boy drawers and panties on, because that's a whole different ball game. And a lot of people don't. They just panic. And so today I'm gonna pull the market up and we're gonna look at it, and then we're gonna look at XRP and some other things, because I got my own take on XRP. I do think XRP will be significant. But I do think there's some things we got to take into consideration when we get into XRP. And when I say that, what I mean, let me get my thing over here, is I look at tokenomics. Now, look at the fear, greed. This right here is an indication of how people are feeling right now and what's going on. And everybody's neutral. And probably what's keeping it more at 51% are the OGs and vets of investing. The newbies, they will pull out. They will invest 100, lose 50, and pull it out at 45, and think they just say oh God, thank God I didn't lose all my money. But you lost over 50% of it. Leave it in, unless it's just a dead project. Leave it in. Take it. I mean, and sometimes what you got to do is you got to chalk it up to the game. But this is just a small dip. This is an opportunity. Now, how do you get these dips? How do you get dips in cryptocurrency? Cryptocurrency dips come from people selling. Okay, when people sell. All right. Now let me explain something to you so you understand this. Bitcoin, and I'm going to go ahead and try to talk to some of you newbies when we come in, before I get into like just the overall market. But when you see the circulating supply, that thing comes up, you have what you call, let me see if that comes up where y'all can see it. You have a max supply of 21 million. You have a circulating supply of 19,802,000. Okay. That's all the circulating of Bitcoin. How do you get that market cap of $1.8 trillion? Because Bitcoin costs $94,555. Okay. But here's the thing. When you have a sell-off, when people have taken profit or taken money, you have a sell-off. When you have a sell-off, the price drops because people have put more coins back into circulation. They've taken, instead of their cash being there and they're holding Bitcoin, they have taken the cash back and put more coins back into circulation. So what happens, it drops the price. But we buy, and what happens is, now Here's the significant thing, which a lot of y'all don't understand. Um, we are going to get regulatory clarity. That's no doubt. We're going to have an SEC chair that is pro crypto, where everybody knows we're going to have a pro crypto president. Everybody understands that. When the United States start getting into federal reserves of Bitcoin, which they can't talk about now because there's no regulatory clarity. So you can't until you establish clarity, structure, uh, organization of how you're going to do it. You can't just come out and say, man, we're going to have a $15 trillion Bitcoin reserve. You got to establish some structure there. And so they're going to have to meet. They're going to have to meet first 100 days or 365 days in a year, first 100 days. That's well over almost 4 months, 3 months and 1 week. That's time to set up an infrastructure. Once you set up an infrastructure of how you're going to establish a Bitcoin reserve in the federal government, if you're talking about $15 trillion, which was quote by President Trump, which again, they have to pass through Congress and various people. So let's look at this. And this is why I'm hoping this gives y'all some kind of comfort doing this dip. And then I'll explain to you about the dip. Then I get into XRP. Let's see here. Because we panic too much. And not everybody panics, but it's just the ones that's new in. And a lot of times we just don't understand. And so let's see here. I want to pull this article right here, USA Today. All right. So let me pull this up so you can take a look at it. This is in the US Today. Here we go. Get that off the screen there. Trump is looking to create a Bitcoin strategic reserve. How would that work? All right. That's of course I played that last one where President Trump was at the Bitcoin reserve. So here's a person. Summers calls the DEA on National Bitcoin Reserve crazy. That's what he was talking about. But again, he's a former U.S. Treasury Secretary, Lawrence Summers. That's him. He's former. He's of the past. Okay. So we're going to move on. Bitcoin prices have been climbing this year. President-elect Donald Trump messaged in creating a crypto-friendly administration, including plans to stockpile the volatile digital currency. As of July conference, Trump said hanging on to the country's Bitcoin holdings would create a permanent national asset to benefit all Americans and help make the United States a leader in global cryptocurrency space. Some are pushing the upcoming administration to go a step further in creating a Bitcoin strategic reserve, arguing that building the country's cryptocurrency assets would help the government pay down its debt. Okay, so here's what we know so far about President Trump's plan: stockpile, boom. How Bitcoin stockpile work? The United States already owns nearly 20 billion worth. The United States already owns 20 billion worth of Bitcoin obtained through what? Legal seizures. Okay. According to crypto tracking firm Arkham Intelligence, holiday deals. Okay, that's something else. All right, let's go. The federal officials will occasionally sell off the crypto. There we go. Listen. Federal officials will occasionally sell off the cryptocurrency, but Trump has expressed interest in halting future sales to create a core stockpile of Bitcoin. For too long, the government has violated cardinal rules that every Bitcoiner knows by heart. Never sell your Bitcoin. Okay, you heard him say that. Trump said in July. So far, the Bitcoin price is more than up 100%. Okay. By avoiding future sell-offs, the U.S. could help keep Bitcoin prices elevated, benefiting current investors. Okay. Now, I want you to listen to what President Trump just said. Now, I'm going to take you to something else. because this is something that a lot of people are not paying attention to. Okay. Now, let's see. This is what I want you to see. And this is good. This is good for people who own Bitcoin now. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. This is what I want y'all to see right here. Okay, here. When I look at this right here, I want you to look at this right here. See, this thing is not going anywhere. Top banks that are buying Bitcoin: Revolt, Monzo, Fedora Bank, Wirex, Goldman Sachs, Bank Prof, Ally Bank, JP Morgan Chase, BNY Mellon, Barclays, Cash, USAA, Signature Bank, DBS, Citibank, Morgan Stanley, Juno, Mercury. Those are the top banks that are what? Top banks buying Bitcoin. You can look at them for yourself. They're right there. Why are they buying Bitcoin? Why are you buying it right now? What does that mean? You know what that means for a bank when you have a reserve of Bitcoin, when the United States government is going to collect a core of it once they establish the regulatory clarity and understanding of how we're going to do it. Debt, man. And to have Bitcoin at that reserve, you hold the price at a certain particular status. Now, the other Bitcoin you use can actually be raised to pay off the debt of the United States of America to whoever they owe, to whatever family bank names they owe. They can use that to pay off whatever they need to pay off. Banks has like gold backed banks with their money. If the United States is holding reserve, the banks now have a reserve in which they can get money when they need it. So you're seeing this is bigger than what we just owning a few thousand of Bitcoin have. It's getting a lot bigger than that. That's why I keep telling people that you just got to be patient, because we're heading into something that has never been seen before, and we don't know how this thing is going to shake out. And so we're panicking over losing them maybe a few $100s, when in essence you're probably going to gain a whole lot more if you just be patient. And the sell-offs, what you see is just when people start moving, because when retail people come in and these prices are sitting astronomically high, because right now the norm for us, when we say, it's crazy to me, but now people are saying, oh, $90,000, Bitcoin's down a little bit. Just a few months ago, $35,000 was was like the low and like a high. $15,000 was the low. Now we're talking $90,000. 90,000. It's a little low right now, but we're going to try to make it come back. Come on, man. Our expectations just have in other words, you understanding now a bar being raised, a new standard has been set for Bitcoin. And so until President Trump takes office, we have no idea what cryptocurrency is getting ready to do. We have no idea what cryptocurrency is getting ready to do without Gary Gensler as the SEC chair. We have no idea. All I can tell you, I'm not your financial advisor, but all I can tell you is I'm glad I'm in the number. They say when the saints go marching in, when the saints go marching in, oh, how I want to be in that number. I'm glad to be in the number. Okay. And so XRP wants to be the banker's coin. Right now, what is the means of pay that banks use to transfer money? Everything is right there in front of us, people, y'all. And I don't understand why we panicking. And some of us know this and some of us don't. What is and I'm going to just pull this up for you. And this is what I want you to understand. Okay. And y'all need to hit that like button. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Helps the algorithm grow. Helps all of that. But here, this is what I want you to see right here. Okay, now the banks have their own ways of doing that. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Let's get here. Let's go share. And let's look at this. Okay, what are some ways banks use several methods to transfer money? Okay, ACH clearinghouse, bill payments, all that, wires, convenient way to do due diligence. They use Zelle, various things like that. Okay, now that's how they transfer money between us. You got it? But now, what do banks do when they are transferring money across the world? All right. What's I can tell you the one to use, but I want you to see it. Now, when they want to transfer money electronically, what do banks use? Here we go right here. Let's see where we can see this here. Let me get my screen up. There we go. All right. Banks use a variety of methods to transfer money internationally, including what? Wire transfers, traditional bank transfers, reliable, secure methods. Third party, they can use third party companies specialized in money transfers when choosing. Consider markup fees, transfer limits, and countries involved. Other methods: sending immediately, check, cash, bank. Here's the bottom line. This is what I want you to see right here. International bank transfers between U.S. and other countries most often use SWIFT, Society of Worldwide Intrabank Financial Telecommunications Network. Okay, SWIFT, founded in 1973, connects over 11,000 banks and financial institutions over 200 countries. This is what XRP wants to be. This is the total definition of what XRP wants to be. And I'm going to read it, and I'm going to read it like this. International banks transfer between U.S. and other countries most often use XRP. Was founded 2000 something to connect over 23,000 banks, financial institutions in over 210 countries. There we go. That's the goal of XRP. Now, XRP just gave the government a amount of XRP to help with the debt. XRP is still partnering with several banks. Matter of fact, let me show you this. And this right here, I know some of y'all want to get to memes, but I just want to take XRP. Now, here's what we got. XRP banks. Here are the banks. Which banks use Ripple? Okay. Let me go ahead and show this to you also so you can see this. Another one bites the dust. Here we go. SBI, Bank of America Financial Center. I don't know how to pronounce that. Kulaks, Semen, Thailand, US, UBS, PNBC, American Express Bank, Standard. Which banks use it? Are exploring. We got this right here on the Daily Coin. You can see that. And here are some of the banks that are using, that I think considering. So that's what is Ripple. But the low fees, the efficiency, the Ripple Net. Here we go. Right here is a whole list of them. Thailand, Japan, Sweden, Australia, UK, China, Canada, Brazil, Singapore, Brazil, India, China, Canada, and Santander, USA. But as you notice, we are missing what? The good old United States of America. Only one, thanks to Gary Gensler, the last administration, Elizabeth Warren, all of them was anti-crypto. And now we got somebody that's pro-crypto. But anyway, as we look at it, you see the list of banks. Now, that's not 200. That's not the number of banks that I just told you that they wanted to have. And so you have to form these adoptions. And now we are have clarity. We probably can get out of court all together and get this thing in place. We got some people in Congress that also are pro crypto. So XRP. Now, why is the price of XRP dropping? Well, some of you don't understand, but XRP they also have an unlocking period. So what is the unlocking period? XRP releases 1 billion tokens every month. So right now there are 57 billion plus in circulation. Next month there'll be 58 billion. Okay. Just like in Bitcoin, the more you have in circulation, the less the price is. But the thing about it, the more demand you have, the higher the price goes. Once we have clarity, banks start, and if they can connect those partnerships, of course, you're looking at XRP going up extensively. Now, if 58 billion at a $10 XRP, you're looking at a $580 billion token. $580 billion. Okay. Now, that's why when people start telling me $100 times 58 billion, now you're getting into almost a 58 trillion, something like that. That's a lot of money. That's a whole lot of money. Bitcoin now is sitting at 1.8 trillion. Now, with a $15 billion reserve, what will that do? Oh man, that will run Bitcoin up a lot higher. That's why people are raising their expectations of what Bitcoin could be. I don't think for this bull run, XRP is going to get over the $10 mark. I could be wrong, but I just don't see that. I do foresee it getting over $3.84, once things start rolling. So if you're buying it at $2, if you're buying it at $1, if you bought it at 50 cents like we bought it, of course, you're going to experience a significant amount of money. But until then, we're going to see the up and down prices right now. We're going to see that because they're going to every month they're releasing 1 billion tokens. Okay. And so 1 billion tokens drops the price, period. I don't care. When I was buying, it was only 50. So that had to be, it was only 50 billion in circulation. I remember at that time. So you're talking about over 7 months. So that's close to almost a year with XRP. That 57, because for it to release 7 billion extra, that had to be 1 billion. That's 7 months. And so 8 billion, looking at 8 months, it's going to be 8 billion more in circulation, 58 billion more in circulation. So is XRP a good buy? I do think XRP is still a good buy. And I think we're definitely going to be okay. What's going on, Aubrey Everblessed, man? How you doing today? Glad you could join me. But I do think we're sitting in a great situation, and we have an opportunity to buy. And this dip is just a small dip. For some of you, it's a lot lower than what you have been buying. Take advantage of it. See what it's like when you buying when the market says 51% in greed. That's the time to buy. That's the time to buy. And don't say I said it, because I didn't say that. Here it is right here. Let's see. I'm going to show you right here so you can see it for yourself. All right. Let me see. I can put here we go. Whereas I wanted to pull a Warren Buffett, but basically Warren Buffett always said, buy when people in fear, sell when people in extreme greed. Buy in fear, sell in greed. Okay. When everybody's greedy, but never buy out of emotions, never sell out of emotions. When it zooms down, I zoom out. And when I say zoom out, I mean, I don't think about the loss. I think about the opportunity to gain. So just like kingdom principles, you sow, you reap, you take, you lose. So, in that case, when it goes down, I look at great opportunities to buy. That's why you got to link in with a YouTube page, that can give you some information, or help you along with information, along with studying various things like Bloomberg report and just studying the cryptocurrency altogether. Like you need to pick out. I don't give a crap what you do, which one you buy, but you need to pick out at least 4 cryptocurrencies that you like, that you feel a strong conviction over. Study them over a few months, or find somebody that is studying them. Understand the price movement, and then start buying on dips. But you'll feel better if you have paid attention to the price movement there versus just looking at your wallet, whether it goes up or down, and understand how it moves. The charts are good, but the charts are moved by human behavior. So the only thing I look at is just the prices and where they're at certain points. When Bitcoin goes down, I look at other coins and study them. Like, how do you move? And all this is at our fingertips, guys. This is not something that I'm just pulling out my behind and just saying, hey, do this and do that, and this will work. No, I'm just telling you, like right now, Cardano's sitting at 86 cents. Is it a good buy now? For me, yeah, it really is. It's a dang good buy. Let's see here. Let me get to I want to show you what I'm talking about. I said to myself I wasn't gonna start to do that anymore. Oh man, come on. Let me get to it. Where is it at? I want to show you this right here. And I want to oh, there we go. All right. Let's see here. This is what I want. This is the things you can see right here on the market. I mean, remember now, this is all human behavior. Okay. I'm just flipping through my, there we go. This is all about human behavior, but the orange line is BTC. The blue line is Cardano. Okay. This is the 1 day. Let's go off the year. You can see how Cardano moves with Bitcoin. Bitcoin goes down a little bit. Cardano goes down a little bit. And there you see the dips. It goes up. Cardano goes up. It goes down. Boom. That's just ADA. Okay. You can compare it. I just look at it, the comparison to Bitcoin, how certain coins move. You got to study this stuff. And so I know, like, when we got a dip, and then I go down and you look at the all-time high, which is $3.10. Is Cardano a company that's still making moves and doing stuff? Yes, it is. Charles Hoskinson is not going anywhere. People just don't like the fact that he is more of a kumbaya, all get along type person. Let's work together. Let's build. He went over into Africa and tried to get Africa, the nation of Africa and stuff, to adopt Cardano and work some things out. That's not a typical cryptocurrency that most Americans, really vibe with. They like the bad boys of XRP. What's XRP? It's a rock'em sock'em. Let's get it on. Let's take this country by storm. Let's take on the U.S. government. We ain't playing. We ain't backing down. Hold your horses. Let's bring it on. Okay. And because of that, they have like that bad boy image. And Brad Garlinghouse is like, hey man, you're not gonna bully us. Whatever you want to do, if you want smoke, we can bring smoke. And that's more of an aggressive mentality. And so I think that's what, from our standpoint, that kind of, investors, they got that. Like you can get on here and start talking realistic. Like realistically, I think you're going to get a 2x. They don't want to hear that. They want to hear, man, look, we're going to get a $50 billion coin. We're going to do it. Let's get it together. Let's hold it. That's what they're looking for. And so, but you can see the movement here. But I still think Cardano's a great buy. I think Charles Hoskinson is going to be on the board. When they form that crypto panel, I think Cardano is going to be one that runs when Bitcoin starts running. And the thing about it is if you buy it at 87 cents, again, I'm going to say this, I'm not your financial advisor. This is what I'm doing. So you can do what you want to do, but this is what I'm doing. Now come back and date it. I'm going to buy it at 87. I've been buying it at 29 cents. So if it runs up to $2, I'm good. I'm good right there. I got almost a 3x on $2. If it runs to $3 and something, I'm looking at almost a 4x. So if I put 4,000, I got $16,000. If I put 5, I got 20. That's 20 bands right there. 20. So you do the math. I mean, some people ain't gonna buy it. They just don't. They think, but I just know Cardano can go a lot higher. It's been around. It's on all the major exchanges. It's on all the exchanges. Now you ain't got to worry about, like Gary Gensler was trying to go after Cardano, talking about they were security. I mean, that ain't about to happen. He out of here January 20th. Talk to you later, brother. All right, let's look at another one. And I'm just showing you some things that I just think y'all need to look at, which I keep saying, I think Cardano's a good buy. I really do. I don't care what nobody say. And don't come on here dropping no comments on my page. Tell them, oh, I bought it, man. Do what you do. Do your research. This is my research. This is what I'm going to do. You got me? All right, let's go to XRP, man. $2.16. Some people bought it $2.98 and they going crazy. Why? Because they lost, what, 82 cents? Okay. So on every dollar they bought, they lost $1. Let's compare it to Bitcoin. Boom, let's go on the all-time, all year. Blue is XRP. Boom, same thing. If you notice that, now XRP ran up a little bit here, but the movement with Bitcoin, there it is. You see it. On the year basis, you can see it right there firsthand. Let me move this thing out of the way. But you can see the movement. The orange is Bitcoin, the blue is XRP. You see the movement there. Now, that's just on the strength of Bitcoin running. When Bitcoin run, a lot of coins run. They just run. Why? Because people are buying, trying to get into the next coin, money starts flowing. And it's just, Bitcoin is the specs, the mothership of them all. Let's compare Bitcoin to Ethereum, because we see XRP running. So Bitcoin had to pull back, XRP had to pull back. Let's look at Ethereum, and then we're gonna look at Solana, and then we're gonna check that mad son of a gun Sui, which I really think right now, when it comes to Sui, y'all still sleeping on Sui. They've been telling y'all Sui that maxed out. They must be crazy. It's only 2-point-some billion Sui in circulation. No, it's a 10 billion. That's not in circulation. It's only, the market cap is based off what's in circulation.
Oh, no, you didn't. Wait a minute. No, you did. Oh, no, you didn't.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it one more time. It's based off circulation. So somebody tell you, oh man, if it gets to this, it's gonna be a 2 trillion, because 10 billion, just come up there and just give them one of them right there, because they're talking idiocy. It's not gonna be that, man. It's 2 billion, 2.7 billion. Now let's look at not XRP. Let's look at Ethereum real quick, and let's see how Ethereum still hasn't reached its all-time high, man. And I just think with Ethereum, the two coins that's messing with Ethereum right now is Solana and Sui. All right, but let's look at Bitcoin compared to all for the year. This is this is Bitcoin, and the blue is ETH, the orange is Bitcoin. Now, as far as the movement, we've seen that here, but we've also seen the lows. But right now, right about in here, you see where you have, and they compare this in with the let me see, me get my camera back on here. I know my camera went off. They compare this with Bitcoin dominance. So a lot of times when Bitcoin dominance starts going down, Ethereum dominance start going up. So it's like the billionaires and millionaires that have raised Bitcoin too high. The 100,000aires jump into Ethereum, and Ethereum is that base. Now, I got Ethereum. The only reason I don't like Ethereum, people still trade on Ethereum. They're still trading on Uniswap. But it just costs so freaking much money to move that stuff, man. You got to be the big boys when you trade on Ethereum. I'm not going to even flex on that. And I know Base some of those things, but it's just, man, like I tried to move. This is crazy. I found a wallet and I had like something like $200 or $300 in it, and I tried to move it over out of my wallet onto exchange, and I'm like, man, they trying to charge me like $70. I'm like, man, that's crazy. I'm like, man, I'm not gonna pay that. So I just left it there. And some of it happened to get on the exchange, and so I was able to transfer it out because of the exchange. I could transfer the coins, but it just costs so freaking much on Ethereum. So that's why they got the alternatives. That's why Polygon Matic was coming in. They were trying to go over the proof of stake. That's why you had Base come in to allow cheaper fees, because that's the problem with Ethereum is just the freaking gas fees, man. It's, and I mean, but people still bullish on Ethereum. I got Ethereum. I hope Ethereum goes to $10,000, man, because that would really fatten my wallet up right there. But I'm not a all out Ethereum guy. I saw memes I wanted to buy. I saw they were on Ethereum. I was like, man, I ain't even touching it, because I don't want no smoke when it comes to them gas fees. No smoke. I want no smoke when it comes to Ethereum gas fees. I just don't want it. Solana. I think Solana is gonna make a run, but I think Solana what Solana did is Solana gamble. They won on the gamble, but we feeling it on this run right here. All right. And here's what I'm saying. This is Bitcoin all time. Let's look at the year with Bitcoin. On the year, it's been quite comparison the same. You see how the blue is Solana, the orange is Bitcoin. As Bitcoin run, Solana's been running. But here's the thing. Solana cut their teeth in the meme coins. They really did. And I think they saved their freaking behind when they did it. But the problem with this now is that people kind of, they forgot some of the things that Solana do, and they're just looking at Solana as just a meme coin factory. Like they attracted all the DJ and gam. Solana's like the Las Vegas of meme of cryptocurrency now. It's just that's I hate to say that, but they have made themselves like Las Vegas. Like people go there to launch their memes, and people strike it big over there. Like just the other night, I was kind of messing around, and I was on Deck Screener, and I wanted to see if I could take $90 and turn it into 500. I was able to get to 300 before I started losing, and I just got out of it. What was I doing? I was just looking at meme coins that was getting ready to go live on Pump Fund. I would invest right before it went live, same amount, 0.3. And then when it went live, I just sold mine. I made some money, but it was crazy how many I saw went to zero, like right at 98%. Like I wouldn't even buy it. And there's some things I might do a video on that, because I did turn 90 into 300 something. But right after that, man, boy, I was like, man, I see why I wanted to create my own meme. But it's Solana now. It's getting even harder because, man, even when the coin goes live, like they had this song, these HOEs ain't I think Chris Brown made it, but boy, man, these buyers, boy, these cats ain't loyal, man. As soon as that thing go live, them jokers selling, man. And so it's like even I was in I bought into a CTO. I bought in, took my money out, left the rest of what I could gain. I woke up this morning. When I went to sleep, it was roughly around like $170. I woke up this morning, I had like $11 in it. I was like, golly. And I told him, I said, man, if y'all give $500,000, I would mention y'all. But even in that group, as a CTO, they were getting like, people were they couldn't hold, man. It was just like, as soon as they ran up, bam, somebody was taken. And everybody was in the Telegram just panicking, like, man, what the heck is going on, man? Like every time we get this, somebody takes, that's just a game, man. It's vicious. So I know if you have no tolerance for just these little dips, man, stay away from the meme game. Unless that's why I keep telling people I think YouTube memes are going to really come back. And come back hard. Developers as docs, but here's the thing: developers as docs can't even really control unless they own a lot, because the people that buy sell. Ooh, Lord, it's rough. But I still was able to turn it. But I didn't get to the $500 mark. I didn't get to, but I really felt like I was in Vegas, man. I was in Vegas. I was at the roulette table. They were spinning the wheel, and I would go. And I mean, some of the memes they did, like the guy, they did real good. They had beautiful web pages, Telegram groups, beautiful Twitter pages, and some of it at night. I was like, man, this could probably run. And I would look at like one wallet sale, and it just go down, 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 down. I could even pull that up and show y'all that. Like y'all can see that firsthand and see what I'm talking about. It's crazy. I just don't know why on this computer I can't get it. Let me see if I can do this real quick. And then I'm gonna get into, well, I'm gonna go to that last. Memes are last because I did want to stay on topic. But XRP, I do think we're gonna see that $7, the $5 XRP. We just gotta be patient with it. We just gotta go through these dips, accumulate. We're still in the accumulation phase. But those of us who have been buying way, way back, consider taking a little profit for these dip days. Just kind of think about it, man. I mean, you can even right now, I think it's a great time to day trade because it's fluctuating between two this and that. And, I think Cardano is going to fluctuate between 82 cents and $1.20. You're going to see that. I think SUI is going to fluctuate between $4.10 and $4.78. It's going to fluctuate. So if you want to day trade, I think day trading is good. I got a wallet. I got some information on that on my Patreon group. All you got to do is just link over, become a member there, and you can get the 30X wallets, the 10X wallets, the day trading techniques and things like that. You can just jump over my Patreon. The link's in my bio. And you can, get some information there. It's not free because I do research on that, so it's not free. And just some other things that I choose to drop over there. That I just people want to pay for it. They want to get that information. You can definitely go over to my Patreon group and get information on that. But let's keep it moving, man. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. But that's the thing with XRP. So let me look at one more thing because I definitely want to go to SUI. And look at SUI. I'm just looking through one thing right here. But let's jump over to SUI and let's see what SUI's doing. Because y'all know I'm big into the SUI. I think SUI is just gonna be that dude, man. That chick. SUI's gonna be that. SUI's down to $4.07 right now. Is it a good buy? I think so. And it's been holding strong there, man. Like it's first bull run has been holding. This is SUI's first bull run. Yeah, excuse me for that. Let me go ahead and drop that in there. Let me go ahead and get back in here. All right, so now we're looking at SUI. Let me get my circle. I like my circle. All right, SUI at $4.07. We've seen it I think it's still in price discovery. That's the 1 day. That's the all-time high. Let's look at the all-time high right here. Crazy. I was talking about SUI right at about $1. Let's see. I was talking about SUI right around that 94 to $1. That's when I was talking about SUI. Some people bought it. Some people didn't. Some people bought it late because they didn't think it was going to do nothing. SUI's messing with Ethereum and Solana. Okay. Prices, if you ask me, I keep saying it, it's a replica of Solana. It may even be Solana 2.0. But I just think because of the price, SUI's going to attract a lot more people than Solana. But SUI's got to get on one of those exchanges that retail can get it just straight off. You can get it on Uphold. You can go to SUI. You can buy it on Uphold. I think you can buy. Let me say you can buy SUI on Coinbase too. Let me see, make sure of that. But I believe so. I was buying on Uphold. Yeah, you can buy it on Coinbase. So they're on exchanges right there. And so that's good right there. And so you got SUI. And I just think, man, if they could ever get on Robinhood, that would be a monster. Checkmate. I'm talking about SUI or Robinhood would be checkmate. And when I say checkmate, I mean that, John. That's straight checkmate. Y'all better you better hope you bought Sui then, because that son of a gun would you can buy it on Coinbase. But if it ever get on Robinhood, if y'all can hear me, please list Sui. Please list Sui on Robinhood. Matter of fact, everybody needs if you're a Sui night on that, I may even put a post out there. Sui, tag everybody, post something about Sui and tag Robinhood. If Robinhood lists Sui, watch out. Solana, watch out. Ethereum, watch out. Everybody better freaking watch out. The Sui coming. They coming, man. I'm telling y'all. This can easily be a freaking it can be a $40 token. Easily. $40. Listen there. Stop. Look, please stop looking at this. If somebody tell y'all this right here, just cut them off. Don't even listen to them no more. If they tell y'all this with Sui, and I'm gonna go back. Let me see if I can go back to it right here. If they tell y'all there's no way Sui can get to this particular amount because they have 10 billion tokens, they have no idea what they're talking about. Okay, Sui only has in circulation right here 2.9 billion tokens. Okay, they have had some unlock here because when I saw it was at 2.7. Okay, but until you see 10 billion in circulation, then that's going to be that's all the market supply is based off what's in circulation. It's only 2.9 billion. Okay, now let's look up Sui's unlock period, and that's crucial. Okay. All right. Yes, Sui has vesting schedule and native tokens. Sui regulates unlock plan, regular unlocks plan until April 2030. So now, what is the unlock period? The vesting schedule are used to prevent large scale selling off by founders and investors during the early stages of the network. Okay, so regular unlocks of Sui are set to occur until April 2030. Since the last unlock event, November 1, when roughly the same number of tokens were released, Sui saw an increase in price, adding nearly 4.2 billion in this market. At press time, Sui's market cap was standing at 9.8 billion. Okay, let's see. I want to look at unlock Sui tokens. Unlock investing period. Let's see. Tokens temporarily disrupt market dynamics. That's not what I want to see. Let's see if I can pull up there. I'm going to pull up their unlock investing time. Okay, so here we go. When we get into this right here, allocated after 2030, 52.2%. Community reserve, 10.6. This is just how the allocations are going with Sui. Let's go ahead and get that off the screen there. 3 days, January 1st, the unlock 6 rounds. This is what's going to be unlocked right here. Total supply 81.91 million, 333.78 million of the market cap. That unlock, that's going to be the 6 rounds right here. So I don't know if y'all can see that. So that's that's in 3 days. So you're going to have an unlock period in 3 days with Sui, January the 1st. That's the vesting schedule. So let's look at the community reserves. Unlocks 7 years, unlock 59%. Sui will have 628.16 million. And that's going to be the total that will be unlocked. Unlock 7 years. This is what we're going to have right here. And so these are the different vesting schedules in Sui when they're going to start unlocking particular coins, early contributors. They will get their unlock. So all this happens during this time. Community reserves, stake subsides, and everything right here These are the tokens that will be unlocked. So you can see it also here. Unlock of 81.91 million of the max supply, which is 0.82%. That's the money. And so what happened? The early investors will then have an opportunity to cash in and get money off this. Will you see a little price drop? You will see a little bit, but that amount of tokens, I don't think that's that significant. But you will see somewhat of a small price drop. But when we get into the bull run, the usage of SUI, which SUI is also cutting their teeth on the meme coins, they're cutting their teeth on some other things. That's where you're going to start seeing. So, will the money? Here's the question we got to ask ourselves: is once we get regulatory clarity, there's a couple questions you need to ask yourself. Will the money, new money, especially so we can get on Robinhood, will the new money flow into ETH, Solana, or SUI? Right now, I think we're seeing a distribution of liquidity through all three. I just really think that's what you're seeing, a distribution of money between all three. Because of that, you see everything is kind of hanging within the balance of certain things because of the money distribution of cryptocurrency investors that are banking on certain ones. But I have it in all three. I have money in Ethereum, I have money in Solana, and I have money in SUI. Now, the last bull run, I had money in Solana. I had some in Ethereum. Everything else was kind of secondhand nature. And then people were trying to buy XRP, but it was low. But that was, so we added another player in the game, which SUI is in there. Okay. The AI agents, I think that's something that's coming. I don't think people fully grasp the understanding of AI agents completely now. So I think that's why it's kind of like how gaming, when it came in, people were buying gaming and we didn't understand totally how it was going to work. I think some of us got a better clarity but that's why I think people are more leaning to AI. I think gaming is going to run, but for me, I don't think gaming is going to run as hard as people think it's going to run. I just don't. I don't think there's enough information out still on the gaming sector when it comes to it that people are, retailers are going to buy unless it's on major exchanges. I just don't. That's my opinion. Y'all can say what you want to say. I just don't think. I think AI is going to run though, because people are using AI, and now if a cryptocurrency can come out and really put forth that front of, hey, we're using AI, this is what we do, and actually get with those AI companies and things like that, like Chat GPT, and you have all these other different AI software. I think that's going to be a home run hitter because AI is just becoming a monster of its own. I think when people start really fully understanding AI agents, I think that's going to be pretty good. I just don't think there's enough clarity and understanding on that people can invest. And then the tokens, just how people are talking about it, I still think people are still talking like me. They're still talking about Solana, SUI, Ethereum, Bitcoin, because that's what's hot now. That's what's hot. That's what people are talking about. Now, we got on SUI. We talked about Solana. We talked about XRP. We talked about Bitcoin. Now, let's get to the sector that I know all you son guns want to hear.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I already know. Meme coins. Meme, M-E-M-E, meme coins. People love them. They hate them. They go crazy over them. Meme coins. Oh, meme coins. People make crazy money when it comes to meme coins. They really do. There's some memes out there that have done really well. Now, when you talk about memes, what are memes? Everybody know memes is based off nothing but community. Period. Community. Partnerships, the ability to get the word out, to stay current, to stay in the media, to stay in front of people, to stay where you can actually invest in memes and excuse me, golly, I have some in my throat. But the ability to be able to hold and the ability to be able to make it. Now, I'm gonna talk about my two memes. Right now, they are down, but I'm still buying. I still hold them, and I'm gonna, I got plenty of videos out on them, and it's gonna be more videos out on memes. And let's go ahead and jump over. Matter of fact, before I go any further, I'm gonna run one of my meme commercials. So I'll be right back right after this messages.
Yo, have you heard? Ted's here to shake things up on the blockchain. Not just any bear, baby. The only bear with these legendary 3D glasses, dripping style across Solana and Sui. No bull market? No problem. Ted brings the party to the market. Bull or bear. Ted isn't your grandpa's investment coin. Oh no, hold tight, because this bear's gonna take you to the moon and back, baby. Ted, the only bear worth holding. Get yours today. Welcome to Looney Coin. The Green Rabbit Army is here, and we're taking over the Solana and Sui blockchains with unstoppable energy. Join a community that's absolutely loony crazy. We're on a mission to be the most explosive, hype-driven, and fun coin in the crypto space. Get ready to go loony with us, and let's take this coin to the moon together.
It's a meme coin, nigga. It's different way. It's a different vision. Get ready to hear the game. Plan to see what you should buy today. The $1 billion coin is still early to make a play. Keep waiting for the DIP. What? You about to miss your big payday. It's the game.
So I showed you three memes. Ted, Looney, game plan. And here's the thing with when it comes to meme coins, and this is why I keep telling, this is why I will continue to say this, that I think YouTube memes are going to make a strong comeback, especially when everything goes down. Let me explain to you why. All right. When the market stops, like, because there is going to be a downside of market. Market is not going to just keep running up. It's going to come to a point where this bull run is over, and you're going to have to wait another 4 years to make money. But the problem with that is people have an insatiable hunger to make money. Insatiable. And because they have such an insatiable hunger to make money, and they have had that dopamine of buying a meme coin at $25 to $70, to have that thing run to $8,000, to have it run up, put $1,000 on and have it go up to $15,000. They have had that insatiable feeling, and they are going to crave it, and they're going to want it again. Why? Because even on my pump fund, which I've only on every other site is pretty much closed down right now. I know they got Moonshot. I've never did a coin on Moonshot. They've got Base. I've never did a coin on Base. The only two block exchanges that I have used in my entire life is Sui and Solana. That's it. No other chain have I used since I have done my memes. Now, let's talk about the process of memes and what's going on. I may even make this a part 2 video and just talk about the memes, but I'm gonna stay in it right now. It's long as crap. I may have to chop this up. But when it comes to memes and different things like that, man, I'm over an hour. It's gonna be really, ooh, Lord, it's a long video. I don't know. I tell you what, because I could be talking about this thing for a whole nother hour. You talking about a 2-hour show right here. That's gonna be long. All right. I tell you what, I'm gonna go ahead and end this with the market. I'm going to come back in about 5 to 10 minutes on another live and get in this thing about memes and why I think YouTube memes are going to explode when the total bull run is over, and why I think that if you are smart, and I'm not your advisor, but here's what I'm telling you. This is because I do the same thing y'all do. I get on Deck Screener and I look at memes, and I get on Pump Fun. I look at memes and I'm like, oh man, this is about to run. And I'm telling you, I've hit some, but every single one of them go to zero. And if they don't go to zero, they go down like, but I think you need to really get in the community, and you'll understand why I say certain things. But I do want to come back and preface and make this a whole nother video, because the reason I say that is because there are some things I need to get in depth with talking to you about. And we got a lot of people. I don't know how many people are like on the YouTube channel and on the X Spaces, because on my screen I have a bigger number. Sometimes they tell me it's like 8 people on YouTube Live, but then I have like 100 people over on the Spaces, and it's different groups. So I don't know how many people are in this group, like on each sector, but I don't want to get into a 2-hour freaking long video on live. I just don't want to do that. I want to break this down so people can come straight in. This was basically, I put in XRP. I did talk about memes, but I'm going to make this a part 1 and part 2 video. So I'm going to go ahead and end this one, then come right back on in about 10 minutes. I'm going to pull some things together, and then I'll come on with a second live, and that one's going to be titled YouTube memes will be the last catalyst of this bull run. YouTube memes. And this, I'll tell you why I say that. But like I always tell you, you never learn how to swim without jumping in, and you will never in your life climb a mountain without stumbling. This is Chris with Crypto Secret X. I'll see you on part 2 of this video here in the next few minutes. But other than that, I'm out.